What the haters talking about?
Hey yo, bring the fire all summer long with the big three and your homeboy Ice Cube. Starting July 10th on CBS, Thriller, and Fight TV. That's right, every Saturday. Bring the fire with the big three, baby. Yay, yay.
What's up, family? Tabitha Brown is being hailed as a queen after her measured response to Wendy Williams' comments after she criticized the actor and influencer's relationship with her husband. Over the weekend, Tabitha shared a video on social media telling followers that due to her recent successes, she has now allowed her husband chance to retire from his work as a police officer with the Los Angeles Police Department. This was brought up by Wendy on Thursday's episode of The Wendy Williams Show, where Wendy likened Tabitha's decision to her own relationship with her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter. Wendy said, "Hey, I had one of those." See how that turned out. You know, you make the money, you tell them to go out and live their dreams, and they taking your money and they spending it. I'm paraphrasing. They're spending it and they're starting businesses, and one failed business after the next, and the money gets swindled and people scam them and all of this stuff. And then one day they show up with their bags and say, "I can't do this anymore. And it's all your fault because you told me to, you made me quit my job." Well, Tabitha got wind of it over the weekend and she dropped a comment. Tabitha said, first and foremost, told Wendy she must be in a lot of pain to have that type of attitude, to be so cynical. And she said that she had been with her husband for 23 years and that they were broke together for many years. They struggled together for many years. And over the last couple of years, they've had success together. So why not? Now, I'm not really going to focus on Wendy's comments more so than I am on Tabitha's comments, because that's what's important to me. If we ride together, we eat together, man. You dig what I'm saying? Like, Tabitha's relationship with her man, her husband, is a 23-year run of bliss. I mean, you could tell she's happy. You can tell when you look at that man is happy. It's different strokes for different folks. It is very important for us not to project our failures, our shortcomings, our disappointments on other people's relationships. We tend to do that a lot. I subscribe to the idea of letting people do what works for them. Relationships are very complicated. It is very hard to find someone who gets you, someone who you're comfortable with, who you feel like genuinely loves you, someone who is with you for you, good and bad, rich or poor, sick or healthy. That's tough. Because a lot of us, we kind of go wherever the wind take us, Anywhere the wind blows, it's cool with us. I'm with you when you're great. When you're doing great, I'm with you. The moment you fall off, oh man. In fact, some of us don't even wait till a person fall off completely. We can see them sliding and we go like, "Ooh, don't look, it ain't looking too good. Let me start making my transition." That's how we do. And I'm glad that Tabitha responded the way she did and not with a lot of vitriol and expletives and all that kind of stuff. That's not her style anyway. But that's how a lot of people do. They get so tired up. They trip out so hard. They just start blowing up. They blow their fuse. And Tabitha maintained that cool, calm, collective voice that she has, that soothing voice. Tabitha is so positive, and her voice is so soothing. In this world that we live in that is so dangerous and untrusting, it makes you look at her suspicious. You're like, what the fuck? Wait, what's her angle? Like, is she really happy like that? Does she really roll like that? And I think the answer is a resounding yes. That's who she is. But even if it wasn't who she is, the fact that she doesn't project negativity across social media is positive in and of itself, because you can go to a myriad of places on social media and see and hear so much negativity. And it's refreshing to be able to listen to somebody who ain't on that type of time. You know, some people are just so toxic, and they be the main ones talking about toxicity. It's crazy. I salute Tabitha for taking the high road and getting her point across and letting people know loyalty has no expiration date. That man quit his job. Let me back up. He started the job as a police officer to help Tabitha pursue her dreams and her career. You know, that's 100. And here's another thing, fam. Why is it so odd? Not necessarily odd, but why does some people get so offended when a woman looks after a dude who looks after her, who was with her from jump, and she makes it, she gets on? Why do people have a problem with that? One more thing before I go, and it may be the most important thing I've said in this video. Hell, it might be one of the most important things you've ever heard in your life. If you are in a relationship with someone, and you and that person are not sowing into each other, spiritually, emotionally, and if you have the means, financially, why the hell are you in the relationship? Because you can get sex anywhere. Hell, you can please yourself. I make it a point that for any substantive relationship I have, that the other person becomes a better person than they were before they met me. In the words of my mama, I can do bad all by myself, and so can you. No more talk.
Hey yo, bring the fire all summer long with the big three and your homeboy Ice Cube. Starting July 10th on CBS, Thriller, and Fight TV. That's right, every Saturday. Bring the fire with the big three, baby. Yay, yay.